Hi, Rock Hill. Mrs. Willis coming at you from my kitchen. I really miss all of you guys, so I wanted to put together a little activity that we could work on, bring us all together. So we are going to make an instrument today with some of these things you see right here. Even though it's really gross and rainy and not my favorite outside, it did inspire me to make this instrument. So we are going to be making a Rainstick. Let me tell you what you're going to need. I found all of this stuff in my kitchen, around my house. We should be good to go. So we need some sort of tube, cardboard tube. This is just from paper towels that we finished the other day. So recycled items, paper towel tube. You need some sort of thing to put inside of it. So I have a little bit of rice in here. You could do dried rice or like dried beans. I tried it with rocks. I think they were a little too big, so they didn't work very well. But if it's something that's like tiny and solid, try it. See what happens. You're also going to need some aluminum foil to go in the middle of it. This is just going to create something for all of these little pieces to bounce off of, so you get the rainy day effect. If you don't have aluminum foil, you could probably try like pipe cleaners if you're like a crafty person and you have pipe cleaners around. But those are my ideas for that. And you're going to just need like some paper and some tape or rubber bands to kind of seal off the edges. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So I already tried this earlier, so a lot of my supplies are already put together, but I'll show you how I got there. So the first thing that we're going to do is clear off your workspace, number one. And the foil is what we're going to be working with first. So I just took a piece of foil and I laid it out. And I wanted a pretty long one first, so one that's about the length of the paper towel tube. And I ripped it off. I'm not going to waste any more foil today. And I took that and I just kind of rolled it and squeezed it all together so that you get a little strip like this. It should be bumpy. It's not perfect. The bumpier it is, I think the better sound you're going to get. So you take this little tube that you have, and I just found like a pen I had lying around, and you want to kind of twist it. You want it to be a spiral. Not perfect once again. If you don't have a pen, I did do one test where I just twisted it with my finger and got sort of this spiraledy look, and it worked. So you have kind of a thicker, bigger one of these. Do the same thing again with the aluminum foil, but this time it can be a little shorter, a little skinnier, and you want to squeeze it up, make it really small, so you can see that this one is a little bit thinner than this one. And I have one that's even thinner than that one. So basically you're just taking this aluminum foil and breaking off pieces of it and twisting it into a spiral sort of shape. I did this a couple times, once with just one piece of aluminum foil. It was okay, it wasn't great. I added 2 pieces and it got better, and then I added 3 pieces, and look how they're all different. And it was a really cool sound. So I prefer 3. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do this because you're going to get a similar sound anyways. So once you have these, you are just going to take a piece of paper. I ripped this out of my agenda. It was from, I think, September. I didn't need it anymore. And you're going to put it on one end. And if you have tape, you can tape it on. If you have a rubber band like I do, you can rubber band it on. You just want it to be something that's going to cover the end, and it's not going to be like sticky on the inside because you don't want your little pieces to get stuck to it. So cover one side, and then take your little aluminum pieces and you're just going to drop them in. The first time I did this, I put them in a bunch of different ways. I like made it and I took it apart like 5 or 6 times until I got the sound I want. So the cool thing about just rubber banding paper on is it's not super permanent. So you can fiddle with the sound. So I put one in, and then second one in, I can't count today, and then the third one. And they can kind of like interlap with each other. You can stick the smaller ones inside some of the bigger ones or put them all in individually. I don't think it really matters. I got cool effects either way. So next step is your rice or your beans or your teeny tiny pebbles, whatever thing you're using. I just measured a tablespoon of it. So if you have like a measuring spoon, cool, use a tablespoon. If you don't, just get like a regular spoon and a scoop of it. And you could probably experiment with these amounts too. I don't think there's a perfect right or wrong way. And then you're just gonna dump them in. And you can already hear the effects you're gonna get. Once you've put them in, you need a second piece of paper and a rubber band or tape. And you're gonna put it on the top. And then you're gonna seal it off. And now you have a rain stick. You can decorate it if you wanna paint it or color it. I just didn't get that far yet because I don't know what I want it to look like. I want it to be beautiful though. But now you have all the things put together. Hold the ends, especially if it's rubber banded, and got pretty cool rain stick sounds right here. My cat Nemo is watching me and I think he wants to play with this. So like I said, I don't think there's a really right or wrong way to put it together, but those are the supplies you need. Aluminum foil, paper, rubber band, something with a little rice, and cardboard tube, and you are good to go. Let me know if you guys made one. I bet you could share pictures on the Rock Hill Facebook page, or you could email them to me. Anything you want to do to share what you've made, and keep these around because I'm sure we can find a way to use these in a music activity in the coming weeks. I miss you guys so much. I hope that you are all doing well. I hope that you are spending time with your families and reading lots and getting outside when it's not rainy like today. Yeah, I just really miss you guys. Let me know how this goes.